I'm Sonia. We're in Lordship Rec with Wheely Tots, celebrating Go Green. Hello, Arman and David. Thank you so much for joining us today. I wanted to just start with David. Actually, 2020 marks 5 years of Wheely Tots supporting families and young people in Haringey. Can you tell me a little bit about how you started the organisation?
It started very much as an idea, and then lots of people came on board to help. And if I think to the recent past, where at lockdown, when it started, we were burgled. We couldn't run our sessions, to where we are now, running a food bank. All of the themes that are important to us around social integration and bringing different people together, we're living and breathing it as I talk.
That's excellent. And Arman, I've heard through the grapevine you are the only qualified Turkish-speaking cycling instructor in London. Is that true?
As far as I know, yes, at the moment is the case. And I work in a cycling club also, a member of a cycling club for Turkish-speaking community. And before COVID-19, we were on the way to have more instructors. But at the moment, we just wait for the trainings to start again.
That's excellent. So, David, I just got to quickly ask you, what's the ethos? I know that you're doing great work around cycling, but what's the actual ethos of Wheely Tots?
So we say we're all about healthy, confident, resilient children. So by extension, we're about healthy, confident, resilient families. And if you extend that one more time, it's healthy, confident, resilient communities. So we're all about tackling social integration, social isolation, making us feel more connected to each other and where we live, and very much celebrating difference and doing some good listening and just bringing people along on that journey with us.
That's excellent. And tell me a bit about one of your sustainability projects, because we are obviously celebrating Go Green. So what projects are you doing that's about sustainability?
I mean, I can say that trying to teach people how to cycle is a big, huge part of trying to do our best for the sustainability. And Go Green, not just only one day for car-free day. It should be, we need cars, we need all the industry and everything, but we should try to do our best to try to expand it for the all of the days of the year. So this is what we try to do, starting from toddlers to maybe, for a Turkish community, I can say that sometimes it's over 60 years old. We try to make all the people be able to travel on their bike, and it's not just only having the transportation, it's also having a physical and mental health, and also contributing the environment, being green on the planet. This one. Thank you.
Thank you. And David, I just want to ask you about, I understand that you have a chance to share bikes, lease bikes. That's all about sustainability, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for Wheely Tots, sustainability is just hardwired into us and what we do. And I can say that because I'm sat aside a bike that's made of bamboo, so you don't get a greener bike than that. And in terms of the projects that we do, the food bank that we run, which you might not know that we run a food bank, is all about food that's past its sell-by date, but within its use-by date. So it's using a waste stream. And I guess, as Arman said about the sustainable travel, and just this idea of mending and making good. So so if you are a family, or if you're an adult or a child and you want to buy a bike, you can go to any bike shop anywhere. You can even come to us as a charity and we will sell you a bike, but only under duress. Back to the theme of Go Green, you can borrow a bike from us for as long as you want. We have a suggested donation for the bike that you borrow, and it's a way for us to fundraise. And what that means is the bike that you borrow, somebody else will have borrowed. And when all of us are gone, I hope that the bikes that we've got in our library now will be there for the next 100, 200, 300 years, just going round and round, and that will all be because of what we started. And again, I hope that fits in with with our shared sustainability agenda.
It does. Thank you so much. So, just quickly, we're going to wrap up now. It says here the charity has delivered over 2,000 hours of balanced bike sessions, reached over 1,000 families, and engaged 96 people over, Louvre-led initiatives. So, let me hear your green tip. What were you going to give us your green tip that we'd like to share during the Eco Urban Festival? Iman, let me start with you.
I mean, maybe I can just give myself as an example for maybe a general project of Wheely Tots. 1 year ago, my biggest cycling was like maybe 15 minutes or more or less in the city, just to do groceries. And now I'm able to make some rides like with return more than 60 miles. So it's a 1 year change. It's not just only for me. As being a trained cycling instructor, I didn't pay for it. It was Wheely Tots. I was a project for them, like being a cycling ambassador, and it ended up them offering me also a paid job. It's both in the same time, and I'm happy as being a woman also having this opportunity. So I can say that it's like, maybe I keep saying the same thing. It's like a butterfly effect. It's not just only affecting me, but it's also affecting all the other peoples that we are having the parents and toddlers sessions here. Maybe one sentence is just changing something in their life. Especially during the lockdown and COVID-19 period, it was also important to have some social integration, to having an eye contact with a human being. Maybe I exaggerate, but it was the feeling at the end. It's a huge effect, even though that really from time to time like this, we have the opportunity to talk about them. And this is the main thing that I can say.
So that's brilliant, because you've covered a few things there. You've talked about training, you've talked about a green job, and you've talked about environmental matters. That's fantastic. And David, just quickly from yourself, your green tip?
One green tip. We're all about recycling bikes. So if there's one green tip, how can you not buy the next thing that you really want to buy? And how can you get that feeling of buying something new in a different way? And if you're not sure how, come along and find us, come along to a session, and we will make you hopefully feel healthier, more confident and more resilient. And then you don't need to buy stuff.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. So there we have Wheely Tots. We are in Lordship Rec. It's actually a green flag park in the borough of Haringey, celebrating Go Green.